Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop.
Will
We
be
will
as bright
not
as the
stop.
sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this?
go.
How you cannot go?
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, hold on just a minute. I got somebody at my door. Just hold on tight, okay? Okay, how are you? Okay, you guys gonna have to wait. I gotta take care of some business. Hold on. So you guys, I didn't expect this business to be happening right now. So you guys gonna have to hold on because yeah, just be patient. But I did see the three people that came in here and did the popcorn, and it just you guys just hold on. Let me handle this. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. So I seen Tina Powers come in. Well, Tina Powers came in here first. You guys hear me? Put a one in the chat. I'm sorry, it took a little while. We came on, I think it was like 2:35 or something like that. Okay, Tina Powers, I do got your two tickets here, 7929-867 and 868. Number two that was in the cat was Karen Martin. You got two tickets here, 7929-865 and 866. And then Margie Mack. Oh, wow. She done came in here, number three, 7929-863 and 864. And I think when Margie Mack came in here, Tricia Mount came in almost at the same time. Valerie almost came in at the same time. But Margie Mack beat you guys to it. I wanted you guys to know that. Woke to God is in the building. Sanja Watts is in the building. And Nancy LaRose. And Candy Rice is in here. Lisa Calhoun. Lisa Taylor. Valerie Montgomery. Shirley Stockdale. Congratulations to all three of you guys that came on in here and put that popcorn in there. You guys. Remember, it's going to be July the 30th. We're going to have our Christmas in July giveaway. And we're not going to do gift cards this year. We're just going to do cash apps. So everybody that's got their tickets, you guys know what you got to do. You got to be here. You got to be here. You got to be not only in it, but you got to be here to win, because we're not holding no gifts. We're not holding no money. All the money will be given out that day, that particular day. And okay, I'm glad you guys. Thank you for putting those ones in the chats. Oh yeah, she says yes, I'm here. Yeah. So you guys, I try to come on early on the Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because it is so hard now that I only not got work, but I got school. So you might want to just put that in your bank, your memory bank, that I would try to come on a little early, sometimes between 2 and, just start looking for us to come on before 3, because the quicker I get on here, then the quicker I can get off, get my shower in, feed the dog, and then get ready for work. You know how that go. And you know how work is right now. It's crazy. I do want to talk about two situations. One is Braylon Muir. He's the 14-year-old that came up missing in the Indiana area. He had the black eye. You guys seen him on a thumbnail. I think it was probably about maybe 17 days ago. So 17 days ago from today being the 3rd will put us at around about the 12th of June. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing something out there. Because you got 12 and 30. So you got 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. I think it's around about the 14th of June. 14th of June. Okay? I'm not for sure what day it was or whatever. But she said round about 2 o'clock start running in here for tickets. Exactly. You got it. So anyway, you guys, they found the kid. So you guys don't have to worry. Remember, I always hit her on the button, don't I? Check this out. I told you guys, I said, we're going to follow this case, because when they went to go retrieve the child from the home, because the grandmother called 911 and said the boy had a black eye. He's 14 years old. He's 6'2", weighs 185 pounds. I said, okay. So they said within minutes, they stopped the Suburban vehicle. The mother was driving. The child wasn't in the car, but they had just left the house. I said to you guys, I do believe that this child is still alive and they're hiding him. I believe she dropped off the child to the father, because the father is probably the one that's doing the abusive acts on the kid, because he's got a black eye. He's 6'2", weighing 185 pounds. So I don't think mom's going to put her hands on him. That's a big boy. He's taller than my husband. Okay? So it was June the 16th, Father's Day. Thank you, Margie. I knew I was close to it because June the 14th was my mother's birthday and Freddie Johnson's birthday. So the 16th, my math wasn't adding up for y'all, was it? She said, I'll be looking for SP at 1 o'clock. And girl, and you know it. And you know it. And you guys remember what I said at the end of the live. Who's ever in the live, when I do the end of the live, I say popcorn in live or a popcorn in sample or a popcorn in whatever. Until the live cut off, it gives you enough time to put in the chat your popcorn, and then it cuts off. So who's not in here, who does not say it, does not get it, but I'll write it all down and put your thing in there. I'm not going to come in and give you the numbers and anything because that's a lot of ways. Just trust and believe your numbers in there and we'll get it in, okay? And so that's an extra way to get a extra ticket. It doesn't matter if you got tickets when you came in at the beginning, but those are extra tickets. Only on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, okay? Only on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, no other day. Because that's just a lot of work. But anyway, so what they did at 6 o'clock a.m. This morning, they had 2 SWAT teams and the local police at the Indiana area. They went to the home, which was gated. They had a gated home, and there was several families that live on the property. But this guy is an ex-Colt football player and his wife, and then there's other families that has other homes. It's a lot of other mobile homes on the property. Like he probably got about 5 or 6 acres, and then there's trees that you can't see in the family, but it was a gated home. They went in there, they got on the horn, said, hey, we're here, we want to see the kid. Now remember that the family did at first begin to cooperate, and then they didn't show up when they were supposed to show up with the child. They didn't. His black eye is probably not blackened now, but they said, the mother said that he had told her that the father had done it, and when she called the police, he ran out the house and got in the car with the mom. So she's saying that the child is manipulated in this cult. And even though that he has been abused this kind of way, he wanted to go with the family. And so they was hiding him. She said, I heard allegedly that the father gave that baby a black eye. Yes. I'm not for sure, but that's what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what the Bryson said, and then that's what his grandmother said. But remember, they got to the house within minutes. The mom had already left when they seen this suburban vehicle and stopped it. And it was like within 10 minutes, he wasn't in the vehicle. So she dropped the child off to the father. Or they got out the car and went some other way. Because the mother didn't say that the father was in the car with the mother and the son was in the car with the mother. She said that the mother... She's the maternal mother, so she's the mom's mother. She said that the mom took the child out the home, and when they caught up with the vehicle, just the mama was in the car. The father wasn't in the car. But now the mom is saying, the grandmother, the mom's mom, is saying that when it was time for the police to come, Bryson, he ran out the door and got in the car and left with them. That tells me, Mom, you didn't tell us the story truthfully that the father was in the car with the mom. So she must have dropped them off, or the father said, hey, let me out the car. And then, they got a ride however way, They do call their group a cult, so they've got other members that will come and pick them up and whatever. They made it back to the house. They hid the child, and now they said the child is safe. Nobody got hurt. All this stuff happened, and so it's all good. The other thing we need to talk about is, and I just want you guys to know that the child is safe, so you don't have to worry about that. And I told you guys, I don't believe that this child is going to be ended up in the, the Mississippi River or whatever. I think this child is safe, and they're just hiding him. And so the father's got two counts. He's got one is a misdemeanor, which is battery to, a child or whatever, assault and battery. And the other charge is obstructing justice, which is a class 6 felony. So, he can go jail for a long time. And then the mom, she is just charged with obstructing justice, which is, you know, a class 6 felony also. But the mom didn't get no other charges but that. And I kind of thought to myself, she knew what she did not only obstruct justice, but other stuff. Did your ride come? Alrighty. Now, what's your name again? Pardon me? Oris? Okay, Oris. Okay, it was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. All right. So give me a call Friday if that's what you want to do, okay? All right. Oh my God. I had somebody in my house the whole entire time, you guys. I just didn't want to, the young lady got dropped off here, and I'm like, how did you get over here? And she was like, I Ubered. Girl, ain't nobody finna give you a whole car because you Ubered over here. I mean, you look like you got some mental problems going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. She was like, I don't want to talk. Then she want to talk to my husband. I told her go right ahead because he knows when if I didn't make the decision, he definitely ain't finna say nothing. Girl, bye. Anyway, you guys. Nevertheless, she just left, and it's all good. I want to help the girl. Actually, I feel compelled to help her. But baby, you got to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. She reminds me of my youngest daughter. Yeah, that's what I was like. How you gonna get home? She just sitting in my living room. I mean, I got the door open. I can see she pretty girl though. But I mean, you come over to my house in a bathing suit and some tight pants. I said, how old are you? She said 39. I said, oh my. Okay. She got her own bakery. She sounds like my daughter. My youngest daughter. And she looked like she wanted to cry because I just didn't give her the car. But baby, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody just gonna okay. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, we'll try to, I want to help the girl. She pretty girl. She said, hold up, wait a minute, what you got on it? Exactly. Girl, she talking about she can come up with $800. I'm like, okay. What is that, to put the gas in the tank? Anyway, I had just realized I was going to keep the vehicle myself. And now I've got somebody asking me about it. I literally just drove the car 5 minutes ago. And like I said, last 2 weeks ago, I told my son, if nobody won't give me what I want on it, I'll just keep it because it's a good car. Now here she come calling me out the blue. She act like she... Anyway, I did call my husband and say, hey, talk to him. Maybe he'll let you, give you a deal or something. She looked like she wants to cry. Here's the thing. I mean, you come over here seductively because you're thinking, okay, I'm going to talk to this man and he's going to be looking at my body and then she had a nice looking body on her and all this other stuff. And she looked like she want to cry, but I'm like, okay, looky here. Look like you need some help, but you got to come with a little bit more, you know? Come with a little bit more and something, and or put some money down on it, and then come back next month, put some more money down on it, and we'll work with you. But just come over here and just think you're going to drive off? No. Yeah, she tried it, Lisa. Okay. I told her, I said, you want me to come? She's like, can I speak to your husband? I said, of course. Go right ahead. Speak to my husband. And he was hard on her. He was like, well, I don't know you, so, I mean, you could put your money down and leave the car here. But, exactly, Sanja Watts, we don't accept tears. Not for cars. We don't accept. But I am going to tell you guys this. When the spirit comes over you, and I feel some kind of way for this young lady, I will work with her. Cause, she's trying. And like I told her, I said, you know what? You come put your money down, and then next month you put some down, and I'll talk to my husband. But I'll make because she looked like she wanted to cry. I said I'll talk to him, but you got to come with something more than that because guess what? Just the undercarriage that we put in that car doesn't pay for what you just finna hand me. That's $1,300. So you come in with $400 or $500, it's nothing compared to just the undercarriage that's on that car. And it's worth that car. You know what I'm saying? The car. Anyway, she says no, SP money credit until adds up to a down payment. Yeah. What I'm saying is, okay, if you put $500 down, if I'm asking for 45, and you put $500 down, and then okay, you get up to $2,000 down. Okay, then you're only left with $2,500. I will work with you, but you just can't come with 500 and think you're gonna drive off with it. You know what I mean? She started the car up. She drove around. That's why it took me a while because she was like, "Can I start it? Can I drive it?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I gotta be with you, sweetheart." She's like, "It's so far out. I don't know how I'm gonna get back home." Well, the same way you got over here. I'm not finna go nowhere. You better call you an Uber, girl. The bus don't run over here. And I can't even remember her name. How did she know where you live? She called me and I gave her the address. And she was like, oh, the Uber out here is so far. I was like, yeah. But, something, her being 39 and, she says she started her own business. So, and she does baking. That's what my youngest daughter doing. But guess what? She's got a job. She's a manager at a fast food restaurant and she bakes on the side. The girl is doing the darn thing. And she loves baking. So anyway, she's real shy and timid a little bit, just like my baby girl. And so, I had compassion for her. I really do. But if I was going to give a vehicle away, I'd give it to my daughter, Because my daughter told me she needed a vehicle. So I told my husband, okay, if we're going to do something like that, we're just going to give it to her. She said, you need to tell her to come dressed appropriately. Hey, you know what? I've learned something. This is how these girls, they do it now. This is how they do it. And I guess this is how they get what they want. They come and like I said, she had a nice looking body on her physique. She very timid, high yellow. She mixed. You could tell she's mixed. Got long hair. She won't even look at you in your face. She keeps her head down, She just, you could tell. And she just looked like she just wanted to cry. She did. She looked like she wanted to cry. And I felt bad for her. I kind of was like, like, hey, here, take it. What do you got? What do you got? But I don't feel like chasing people down. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take care of stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, where's your car at, young lady? Where's your car? Wichita is the biggest city in Kansas, so it ain't like you just in, Beverly, the hillbillies or something. She said, that's game, SP. Girl, don't you think I don't know? I know. But her personality, it just reminds me of my baby girl. But like I said, those kind will keep not having your money each month. Yeah, yeah, I know. She said, that's game. I know it is. But sometimes it's it could be game, you guys, but sometimes when the spirit tells you to work with that person, if the spirit would have told me to just give her the car, I would have gave it to her, but the spirit wasn't telling me to give it to her. The spirit I was paying attention to her now. Trust and believe, I was paying attention to her. Because I'm thinking to myself, had you came over here and my husband was here, I would have been looking at you crazy, because what she did, she opened up the gate and it scraped my freaking car. And I wasn't too happy about that. Now I've got a scratch on my car. And, but I didn't say anything. My husband can buff it out. But that tells me that you have no, you're not watching what you're doing. You're not paying attention. And, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell him my car needs to be buffed on my wheel well. Because now it's not a scratch. It probably is a scratch. But I'm not like that, They put dings on my car at work, and so, whatever. And I don't even park by everybody. I park away from everybody, but they still want to come park right next to me. But nevertheless, you guys, let's get into the other topic I wanted to talk about. She says, my spirit says, thoughts of feeling sorry for a person are different from hearing God. Exactly. You're right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt sorry for her, but the spirit did not tell me to just, give her the car. Like, if she comes correct and put at least half of it down, or a third of it, a third. Come on now. I even going a third. You know what I'm saying? A third. And then, like a 1 month, and that's just really going beyond. I really need at least half. You know what I'm saying? She said, you could come to my spot half dressed. I'm going to say something that I can't repeat on here. And then you got to think, is she going to be able to she talking about, can I put full coverage insurance on it? Honey, you can't even pay for the freaking car. And people gets me with that. They really do gets me with that. Like, you're telling me you don't have the money, you're not going to have the money. And then you're sitting there talking about full coverage, which full coverage for a car is $100 to $300 a month. And you're telling me you can't even come up with $1,000. Make it make sense, okay? Don't try to play me. Because I know freaking well that liability here in Kansas is almost just $80. And that's with a clean record. Okay? That's with a clean record. It's $80 a month. And that's liability. And that's the cheapest insurance you're going to get in the state of Kansas. I know. And she's 39. So I mean, she said car dealerships say buy. It's not going to make sense. No, it's not. It's not. But if you want a car that's not going to cost a lot, that you can pay for really quick, Yeah, yeah. Even if she would have said, "Okay, I got half. I could pay 300 a month. Okay, give me your information." Okay, when I asked her, "Do she got a job?" She says, "I do this. I got my own business." You got your own business. If you got your own business, you should have more than $500 in your pocket. Like, make it make sense. I don't know. You're gonna have to have full coverage until it's paid for. Because if you wreck it, I'm not gonna lose. Exactly. And you hear Diesel making oh, he's doing too much. Diesel's like, get her out of here. She said, you got a dog? I said, yeah. She said, oh my. And Diesel just started acting up. And he's still acting up. Y'all hear him. He's like, get her out of here. Anyway, I'm going to tell you something. You know how, like, she's a pretty girl. When I say she's a pretty girl, y'all, she's a pretty girl, okay? And one of the girls you don't be wanting to be in front of your husband acting like a little baby. But my husband see through stuff like that. And she's still pretty. Doesn't mean nothing. She's still pretty. But she's a kid. You know what I'm saying? And so he's going to have a soft heart. And he asked me, because I had told him she was coming over here. Hopefully she wasn't going to come over here with a man. And he was like, is she black or she white? And I was like, I thought she was white the way she was talking. She talked like a baby. The fact that she asked to speak to Papa is a suspect. Girl, y'all something else. Okay. Woke the guy said, I ain't playing. You know what? I never mind it because I'm only going to let you go so far with my husband. If you think I'm not paying attention, I'm paying attention. But see, he thinking I might be sitting right there listening. And I'm not, because you know why? Because I already know that he think I am. That's why I just came on in here and started doing my thing and let her just go ahead and talk to him. Only thing I heard him say is, we don't know you, so you could put money down and da-da-da-da-da. The car was really not up for sale anymore. That's the problem. You guys understand what I'm saying? The car wasn't really back up for sale. I had just decided to keep it. So it doesn't matter to me if she wants the car or not. I just wasn't going to sell it. I had just decided to keep it. Right? I told some of you guys, I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to keep that car and have me a second car. She said, I'm only speaking facts. Okay. So you guys, I want to always share with you the most updated information on the Young Thug trial. Oh my goodness, I love this trial. It has become my lifeline at work. When I'm at work and got nothing to do, I just sit back and go over stuff, because those videos is like 5 hours. I went over it, woke the God, I sent it to her to let her see what was going on. The judge, I guess he's recusing himself. She said, yes, you said that, SP. Yep, I said I was going to keep that car. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think that she thinking, dang, how am I going to make this work or whatever or something. She got high hopes. I hope she does, because it would be nice for her. Like I said, she looked good in the vehicle. She probably didn't think the vehicle was going to be a nice looking vehicle. She probably thought, oh, it's junk or whatever. But she got over here and she's like, oh my, air blowing, music, sound good, the interior, it's nice. She was like, oh, there's dog food in the back. I was like, yeah. I said, I just drove it this morning. I don't really drive it. And I showed her my car. My car's sitting right next to it. And I said, look, this is my car. It's better than my car. It's just, this is my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I picked this car out because it was, the motor's tight, transmission was tight, and I just bought tires for it before I got this car. So, I don't want to trade cars, And then I told her, I had just decided to keep the car for a second vehicle. She thought that outfit was going to help her out. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And let me tell you something. It did help her out. It did. It helped her out. Out the door. Oh my. It helped her out, all right. No, nevertheless, it did help her out because um I look at females, they try so hard and they don't know if they're gonna be in front of a woman or a man. She knew I was a woman and she didn't know, because I told her earlier, I have to speak to my husband about it. The thing about the whole situation is it's not his vehicle, it's my vehicle. And we do that to each other. Like if he knows that I just don't want to tell her no, I would say, you have to talk to my husband. And he'll say, oh, that's my wife. You're gonna have to talk to her. And then we'll talk to each other. And I'll tell him, oh, she came over here half butt, booty hole, naked, and but she's a nice girl. She reminds you, of, the baby girl. I almost said her name. Thank God. But anyway, like I said, I do feel some sympathy for her, but my baby girl needs a vehicle. So if I was gonna give a vehicle away, I would have to give it to my daughter, my youngest daughter, because she needs a vehicle. So if I was going to give it away, I would give it to her. Home comes first. But if the Holy Spirit tells me to give it to her, guess what? It's hers. I'm serious. You can have it. And you know what? Matter of fact, we're just going to sign it right on over to you. Have a good day. God bless you. But he ain't told me that. And see, some people be like, oh, girl, you know God ain't going to tell you. No, 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 no. No, there has been time where people have came to me and said, God told me that you was going to do this. Or God told me, and I'd be like, okay. And you can test them, but most of the time, I know God is not going to send you to me unless he knows my heart. So when the person had came to me and said, God told me you was down here and you can give me this. I said, well, pick out whatever you want. I've done that before. I'm not bragging. And I give them whatever they want. She didn't say nothing of the nature. So guess what? She didn't get it. How about that? She just looked at me in tears. Nothing I could do about that. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm sad too. But, you know, she's not my child. My kids, I would even, I would give it to my kids and then I would work with them, but she's not my kid. I don't know her. She's 39, so she's old enough. She should know better. But somebody gave me a chance, so I would be able to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She said, God said, give me the title to your house. I know God didn't say that. You said that. I know God wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? See, you got to know your God. You know what God would tell you to do and not do. He would tell you to do something, and trust me, you'll have enough to give and not sit back and worry about it. If you need to eat and he needs to eat, he's not going to tell you to feed them and not feed yourself. She said, I'm smiling on my picture. I'm full of jokes today. Oh, yeah. So let's get into the Young Thug case, you guys, because they are on recess until July the 8th. So they're supposed to have an update of if the judge is going to recuse himself. And he is the head chief judge in the Atlanta area. And they don't want no judge to even listen to the case that's in that area, in that circuit of the court. So They're asking for another judge in another circuit court to look over if it was unethical for them to have that ex parte meeting without all the defense. This is a mistrial all over the place. The prosecution has done the state has they are dirty. They literally manipulated this boy. He said he was going to take the fifth, and he been telling him he's going to take the fifth. And she was like, well, we're just going to keep you in jail. So they offered him immunity so for his testimony. And there was a letter which McKnight or whatever his old attorney was, McNeil. I can't even remember her name. I know it's just McN something. Told Miss Love, the one with the really short hair that's bouncing all around and all like she running something. She's a big, oh my God, this woman is a liar. But you know what's so funny? When stuff hit the fan, and that was Monday, and they were supposed to be in court, and the judge was going to release his decision on the ex parte meeting and on everybody that was in the meeting. And you know what? Miss Love was nowhere around. She knew she had done some dirty mess. She was nowhere around. Miss Hilton was sitting there all by herself. Did y'all see that? It's like they are trying to buy the testimony. And they were. And they were. And here's the funny thing. Woody was only in jail because he wouldn't testify. They couldn't make him testify, so he was like, I'm going to take the fifth. I'm going to take the fifth. And they was like, he's going to take the fifth. Well, you're going to stay in jail until you don't take the fifth. He's like, I'm going to take the fifth. So that's why they didn't have all the other defense attorneys in there. They would have told him, look here, you guys are telling him you're just going to let him go, but he can take the fifth, and he can't hold him into eternity. They told him, no, you can be held till all the trials are done. So they basically put him in a bad situation. She says, Zena says, you're right, SP. I have given away whole nice cars free. Heck, we just gave away a room full of furniture, lamps, rugs, and a 50-inch Samsung flat screen TV. Oh, honey, let me tell you something. That female was not finna meet my husband on a day like this and what she was wearing. Because, let me tell you, I had a car before, and my husband was taking care of the car for me and all this other stuff, and he came home. He was like, honey, I've got a buyer for the car. And I was like, oh, good. He was like, sign the title over. I said, okay. I signed the title over, gave it to him. He went down to the shop. He come back, and I said, this was a really nice vehicle. I said, how much you sell it for? And he told me like $1,000. And I said, down? I'm serious. I said, down? They put $1,000 down? This is like $12,000-$13,000 vehicle. He says, no, I gave it to him for $1,000. I said, who? He said, this girl. I said, call her up now. No, you did not give my car away. And he was like, honey, I did. And that settles it. I said, no, it did not settle it. What are you doing? Screwing her? You're not giving my car away for no $1,000. And he was like, the spirit told me that's all she had, and I wanted to help. she had her boyfriend there with her. And he was like, they needed the help. And I said, honey, the thing about it, he was like, the Spirit told me to. I said, look, the Spirit didn't tell you to give my car away to some hoochie mama. And I mean, we went through it. And I told him, don't ever in his life, ever do that again. You will be a divorced man. Hello? And so it was some kids, and she did have a boyfriend. He wasn't trying to get in her panties or anything, but he felt sorry for the girl, and she had kids, and she had a boyfriend, and they was trying to make it. And so I didn't get really upset. I just told him, don't ever do that again, because the Holy Spirit wouldn't have told you to give your wife car. It wasn't your car away. And you knew what you was doing. That's why you did it over there. You didn't come over here and say, oh, no, it's not a down payment, honey. That's just it. I'm giving it to them for $1,000. They need a really good car. They got kids. Da, 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 da. You know, because here's, at the end of the day, people don't appreciate things they don't work for. When you work hard for something, no, and this is for everybody, and I'm just keeping it real. When you work hard for something, you're going to take care of it. You'll appreciate it more. Somebody hand you something, you don't. Now, if somebody being nice to you and make allowances for you and help you and they tell you what to do and you push forward, yeah, that's the way to get them to realize I'm helping you, but you got to show some kind of energy that you gonna work hard for this. Because if you don't work hard for it, it comes easy. It's gonna leave easy too. Hello? The Spirit's going to speak to both of you on the same, if that was the girl. Yes, thank you. They would say, look here, wifey, go sit down somewhere. He did what he did. You do what you do. I never did get that confirmation. If my car was just gone. I told him if he ever do that again, he can stay wherever the car is. Hello? He said, I won't be doing that again. I said, and you won't. I keep all titles here with me. So nothing leaves. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Titles, money, bank accounts, stocks, bonds, all stay with me. You can have the man. You ain't get nothing else but the man. Hello? I rest my case. I locked the door behind it. Like I said, you get the man, you get the man. That's what you get. But you get nothing else. If that's what you want. The boyfriend must have been a scrub. Well, I don't know. I just think that they both went to my husband and he felt sorry for her and her man and the babies, and he helped. But that's what kind of husband that, I married. I know he has a very soft heart. But some people I have to keep him away from. And I tell him, before you give anything away, from now on, we going to talk about it. We going to be in agreement, or we're not going to be in agreement. It ain't going to happen. If we disagree, it don't happen. And so that's what we do. That's why I was like, you can call my husband, because I've already talked to him. Mm-hmm. And I told him. He was like, is she white? Is she black? I said, I don't know. I think she white. He was like, oh, okay. And I told him, I was like, she said she was going to come over here. She wanted to take a look at the car. I said, she can look at the car if she want. But she thinks she's finna hand me $500. The devil is a lie. She ain't finna hand me no $500. She said, I can go to the ATM and get $800. I said, honey, you still can't walk away with this car. Not this one. The undercarriage by itself is $1,300. That's not even including the car. That's what I told her, because it's the truth. Told her, ain't nothing wrong with the car. Good car. Anyway, you guys, I'm liking watching this Young Thug trial. You guys need to watch it. Check it out. It's not going to be on until Monday, the 8th. I've got a birthday coming up. I've got a full day of what I'm going to do. My daughter wants to take me out. Since school is going to be Wednesday, we're going to do something Tuesday. And then my husband's going to take me out to dinner on Wednesday, the 10th. And so I've got a full day of things I'm going to do. And school will be done started, so I have school that morning. And I don't know if I'm going to come on live because, like I said, we're going to go to my favorite restaurant, which is Longhorns. We're going to have steak. And we're just going to have a couple of little some daiquiris or something, eat. And yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be all right. You guys, it's going to be all right. But nevertheless, we're going to keep striving, you guys. And if somebody comes to you, she says, Young Thug Monday, daughter Tuesday, dinner is Wednesday, happy birthday. Young Thug Monday, daughter Tuesday, dinner is Wednesday, happy birthday. Young Thug Monday, daughter Tuesday, dinner is Wednesday, happy birthday. Yes. And school starts Monday too, so hopefully I can be in school. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be in school, and it's going to be tight. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to have to call my advisor one more time and say, I just want to make sure. Are we meeting at the school for the first day of school, or is it Zoom? I don't know. School starts Monday, exactly. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this all works out and I get in the rhythm of things. It's going to be something else. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I've got to make some phone calls and everything. Thank you for my happy birthday. It is not this Wednesday, next Wednesday about this time, you guys. You probably won't get to see me because school will be out about 1 o'clock, 1:15. So, yeah, I might come on here. Because school's over with about 1:15. And then I'm going to have dinner with my husband. We'll probably have, like I said, we're going to do Longhorns. And we'll probably go out and go see a movie or something after dinner. We'll probably have an early dinner around about 5 or 6 o'clock or whatever. Because, yeah. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. I will see you guys Friday. And you might see me before then, you guys. It's a busy week. All right? Anyway, you guys, be good. Be great. Always be nice to each other. And I will see you guys Friday at 3 p.m. All right.